99% of our professors are leftists, and they're not going to like us if they find out that we're not. And they will like us more if they at least think we might be leftists, like there's still a chance. And we're not going to get as good a grade on our paper if we write right-wing things instead of left-wing things. If we take all the positions that they want us to take, especially on cultural issues, we're going to be well-liked and well-graded. And maybe you want to go to med school. Maybe you want to go to grad school. So your grades matter. So you figure, I'm just going to play along for the short term, for the long-term gain. And then finally, maybe when I get out there into the world, I can say how I feel. At that point, I can express my actual beliefs. But what happens is, you get into grad school or med school or law school, and you just run into a bunch more of the same kind of professors. They're just giving you a different degree. So the game has to keep going, because your grades don't stop mattering when you get into law school or med school or grad school. You could argue they matter even more, because now you're competing for your real job at the end of this particular stint. So you need to have the perfect A's in your med school. You've got to, these are competitive people. We're all doctors, we're all lawyers, we're all grad students. So you keep doing it, this routine. And then you get hired at a hospital or a law firm or a company that likes these grades and has no idea who you really are because you've done nothing. You haven't put anything on your resume that would telegraph you might not be like-minded to them. You might actually be on the right side of the aisle. So they welcome you into their company. And then you may find out the hard way, a year or two or more into it, that there has been a mismatch, because they're not looking for somebody who thinks the way you do, who loves America the way you do, who believes in personal integrity the way you do. They're looking for a woke duck that's going to follow in line behind without making too much noise. And they see on your resume, you are such a person. You never caused trouble. You didn't put Turning Point USA on your resume while applying. You didn't walk into that interview with your advanced politics and gov essay and a D on the front of it, and you didn't hold it up like a badge of honor saying, let me show you what I wrote and why I got this D. Because I refused to write that capitalism is bad. I refused to write that men can become women. I refused to say the Second Amendment should be repealed. I refused to say that hate speech is not free speech. I refused, and told that employer right from the get-go who you really were, so that at a minimum, if you weren't like-minded, you had a basic respect for the fact that you stand up for what you believe in and you don't lie about what's important to you. And so what needs to happen now